On average, most of us can only work or study for around 25 to 30 minutes. You can force yourself to go 4 hours straight, but after the first 25 minutes, your productivity will start dropping. And it will look like this. What's the alternative then? The alternative is to simply take a 5-minute break every 25 minutes to maintain productivity across the entire time. Think of your energy level as a glass full of water. Every 25 minutes, it gets depleted. By taking breaks, you refill the glass. Pomodoro is one of the most famous techniques that is built on this principle. It was developed in the late 1980s by a university student, Francesco Cirillo. The technique consists of 5 steps. Step 1, pick a task. Step 2, set a 25-minute timer. Step 3, work on your task until the time is up. Step 4, take a 5-minute break. Step 5, after every 4 Pomodoro sessions, take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. It's a super simple technique and for many people might seem ineffective because of it, but you would be surprised how well it works. I've been personally using it for several years. In fact, right now I'm using it while I'm writing the script for this video. If you want to apply it yourself, then let me share a few rules and tips. Rule number 1, break down complex tasks. Take 15 minutes at the beginning of your workday to plan out your Pomodoros. Take your to-do list for the day and note how many Pomodoros each task will take. Remember, each Pomodoro is 25 minutes. If a task requires more than 4 Pomodoros, it needs to be divided into smaller tasks. Rule number 2, small tasks go together. Any task that will take less than 1 Pomodoro should be combined with another simple task. For example, pay rent, check email, read Pomodoro article could go together in one session. Rule number 3, once a Pomodoro is set, it must ring. The Pomodoro is an indivisible unit of time and cannot be broken, especially not to check incoming emails, team chats, or text messages. Any ideas, tasks, or requests that come up should be noted to come back to later. Keep a pen and paper next to you, or keep your online to-do list open. Rule number 4, get away from the screen during breaks. Not all breaks are created equal. If your Pomodoro work sessions happen on your computer, don't just switch over to YouTube or Instagram when the timer goes off. Give your eyes and brain a break from screens. That means your phone too. Stand up, move around, stretch, go outside, do a mini meditation, grab a snack, watch birds out the window. If you're working from home, fold some clothes or clear off the kitchen table. Whatever you do, your break will be much more mentally refreshing if you get away from the glowing hypnosis of your computer or phone. Rule number 5. Inform loved ones that you're using the Pomodoro technique. If not, they will keep interrupting you. Honey, can you watch this funny video? It's just 1 minute. And when you say no, they'll get upset. Your session will be ruined, plus you'll have an upset partner. Rule number 6. Experiment with the length of your Pomodoros. For some types of work that require extended periods in a creative flow state, thinking, coding, writing, composing, etc., 25 minutes may be too short. On the opposite end, if you're feeling a lot of mental resistance or you just can't stay focused for 25 minutes, try a 15, 10, or even 5-minute Pomodoro. Rule number 7. Take buffer Pomodoros. Some of your tasks will overflow and you'll not finish them during one Pomodoro session, or you will have some urgent and unexpected tasks. That's why taking 2 Pomodoros as a buffer when you're planning out the day is helpful. If you follow these rules and tips, then I can guarantee that you will have very productive sessions. I would also like to explain the psychology behind the effectiveness of the Pomodoro technique. First, it avoids procrastination. One of the main reasons we procrastinate to sit down and work is because the tasks look complex and we're not even sure where to start. Instead of starting, we go to YouTube or Netflix and say to ourselves, I'll start working on it tomorrow morning. And in this way, many mornings pass and we don't start. For this reason, the Pomodoro technique requires you to break down your big tasks, projects, or goals into something you only have to do for the next 25 minutes. It keeps you hyper-focused on one thing and doesn't let you feel overwhelmed by the enormity of your task. You stop worrying about the outcome. Instead, you just take one Pomodoro at a time. Second, it combats distractions. If you've ever been interrupted when you were in a flow state, you know how difficult regaining focus can be. Yet, the constant stream of information pouring in via emails, chats, and social media notifications demands more and more of our attention. While it would be nice to blame technology for everything, research suggests over half of all workday distractions are self-inflicted, meaning we pull ourselves out of focus. We say things like, "This email is too important to wait." The Pomodoro technique helps you resist all of those self-interruptions and trains your brain to focus. Each Pomodoro is dedicated to one task, and each break is a chance to reset and bring your attention back to what you should be working on. Third, time becomes a friend, not the enemy. The concept of time changes from a negative, something that has been lost, to a positive, representation of events accomplished. The author calls this inverting time because it changes the perception of time from an abstract source of anxiety to an exact measure of productivity. Fourth, it activates Parkinson's law. If you don't know Parkinson's law, it says that work expands to fill the time allotted. To put it simply, if you give yourself 24 hours to complete a task, the time pressure forces you to get it done. If a teacher gives you 1 semester to finish a task, guess what? It will take you 1 semester to finish it, even though it was 6 hours worth of work. So, this was it about the Pomodoro technique. Thanks for watching.